Yo, it's Wild 94.1, man. That Bootleg Kev show in studio right now. We've got one of the most talented dudes in the game, man. This dude is finally getting his shine. He got a huge record called "Say It" right now.
Yeah.
#1 in urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move, man. My dude Tory Lanez, he's in the city tonight. Tory, what's going down, man?
I'm here, man, and I'm happy to be here. You know, thank you to the whole Tampa and all St. Petersburg and all of that.
Yeah, for sure. You've been making music for a very long time.
Very, very long.
Been putting out mixtapes for a very long time.
Yeah.
You were kind of like, I feel like 3-4 years ago, maybe not that far back, but you were kind of like, I felt like there was like a lot of people kind of knew you were like the next hot thing, like
Yeah.
like amongst like the industry cats or the DJs, like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like, you know, it's been a long time coming, and you know, this is kind of like my second.
It's like your second win.
Yeah, it's like the second win, because, you know, the first time I didn't really have no management at the time. I had no team. Nothing.
You just had talent.
I just had talent. I was
Yeah.
just going off of what I thought I was supposed to do. But, you know, the second time around, which is now, you know, we're at a different echelon, you know, just with the management, just with the team, the label and everything. You know?
So "Say It" is a smash record, and that is going to be on your album. You dropped two mixtapes. Was it Christmas? Or was it on New Year's?
It was on
one of those days.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. So you put out two mixtapes, Chicks Tape and then New Toronto.
Grills, yes.
The Gangsta Grills.
New Toronto.
Were those just kind of like, because we really haven't heard anything else that's supposed to be on the album besides "Say It," right? Yeah.
"Say It" is the only thing that y'all have heard off of the album.
So you must be sitting on a ton of music. You just dropped
Yeah,
two tapes
nah,
like with your eyes closed.
Yeah, I was on tour. I was on tour when I recorded both of those tapes, and we did both of those in a week. I know it sounds crazy,
Right.
but we was going, you know, morning to day. We was going morning to night, just recording those, and we did it in the back of a tour bus. And I was just like, you know, this year I want, you know, artists to know that I'm going into 2016 strong.
Right, of course.
And that was what the whole point of that was, you know.
And then as far as your album, obviously you are a rapper. You are an amazing vocalist.
Thank you.
Are you combining the both? As long as we don't get a Tyrese Black Tie situation. I don't know if you remember that when he had one disc was Black Tie. But I'm saying, like, as far as cohesively, like what direction is it going more? Because you got a lot of people don't know, man. You got bars.
Oh, of course. For me, it's gonna just be all around. You know, it's not like it sways to one more side than the other.
Right.
It's how I always did music. You know, it's
if
just
you're a fan
about
of what you do, you kind of
it's just the music is just gonna be the music. I can't really say whether or not you're gonna hear more melodic parts or whether or not you're gonna feel like there was more rapping or whatever you want to call it going on. But the music is just gonna be different. And for me, I just focused on the fact that no matter what I was doing, it was gonna be timeless. So that's what my biggest thing was, you know. And for me, all of the songs that, at least that I know right now that are on the album, I think, you know, the differentiation, I guess, between them both, and, you know, the amount of the different two are still equal.
Right,
you know,
right.
It's still a balance.
For sure.
That's good.
When you put out the Gangster Girls, you called the New Toronto mixtape is the name of the tape.
Yeah.
Now, if a lot of hip hop heads will know, like guys like Cardinal Official, and
Yeah.
then I remember like I had a vinyl from some dude. I think his name was Choclar.
Choclar. Yeah.
Choclar, yeah. Now that's the OG Toronto. Currently, everyone's perception of Toronto is Drake and The Weeknd.
Yeah.
So what is the New Toronto?
The New Toronto was me, baby. You know, the brand is like Pepsi. The brand is like cola, man. You see, everywhere you go, you got an emotional attachment to it. You know, for me, it's like I want people to understand that, you know, this is a new face, and there's a lot of sounds that we have heard from everybody who's come out of Toronto. You know, and now it's my time to be here. But the thing that's different about when it's my time is just that, you know, the way that I'm gonna do it and the, you know, the levels of music that I'm about to take this to is like, it had to be said that way because people have to understand that I am the new wave of not only Toronto, just of music. You know, so that's
What is your relationship like with those OVO dudes, with Drake and those guys? Do you have any relationship with them?
We don't know them.
You don't know them?
I mean, I met Drake probably twice, very briefly.
Right.
We don't know him.
You would think, like, you know, being that you're up next in the city, like, you know, I feel like Drake is the kind of guy that has reached out. You know, guys like P. Rain and Belly's been rapping forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Belly's an OG.
Yeah, he's an OG for sure.
But yeah, that's crazy. What about with the XO camp, like Abel and Weeknd and those guys? Same thing?
Nah. See, I met the Weeknd once, but we actually got time to actually vibe.
Right.
He's a cool dude. From what I know, we text each other back and forth.
Well, that's dope.
About music that we're gonna be working on in the future. So, he's a cool dude. I got a chance to talk and get to know him more than I got to know Drake. So I don't really.
As far as Canada right now, it's literally like, fam. I mean, just across the board, Justin Bieber, Alessia Cara, The Weeknd, Drizzy, yourself. It's crazy right now. Canada's running the States
really
right
getting
now.
crazy.
What is it about Canada, particularly Toronto? Because I've never been to Toronto. I'm going to try to go All-Star Weekend this year. But I hear that Toronto is like one of the most eclectic, diverse places you could ever go to.
Definitely. It's the melting pot of culture. A lot of the people who, as immigrants who couldn't get into America went to Canada.
Right.
And being that they were in Canada, they got with other immigrants and made babies, and all of the kids, are so many
As
different.
a result, there are some bad bitches in Toronto, I've heard.
100%.
Yeah.
We allowed to say that on the radio? We Gucci?
Oh, I mean, listen, man.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, we good. This is going to run in about 2 hours. So
all right, cool. Nah, there's definitely some beautiful girls out there.
And then as far as your upbringing, like, a lot of people don't know that you kind of like, you were in Atlanta for a little bit.
Yeah.
You were homeless when you were younger. You lost your mom when you were younger.
Yeah.
But you've been making music so long, and I always feel like when you're an independent artist, whether you were a rapper, songwriter, whatever, it's such a marathon to get on. Like, it really is, to have your moment. What was your low point as an artist where you almost were like, man, like, I might have to just, like, get a day job or something, you know what I mean?
Well, I always had a day job. That was my thing, what I'm saying?
Where'd you work at?
Oh, man. So many different places. I worked at Denny's, Wendy's, McDonald's, Subway,
Damn,
Walmart.
you worked at every...
I delivered phone books to the houses.
Damn.
I worked at a place called the 84-cent store.
The 84-cent store?
Yeah, sounds crazy,
Not
right?
the 99-cent store.
Nah, they had me out in the cold with a megaphone saying, come out to the 84-cent store. It was horrible.
But was there ever a point where you kind of like almost got to the point where you gave up on the music thing? Because that happens, I think, for a lot of artists,
Nah, for me, there was a point where just nothing was happening. But I always, I was very problematic in school and things like that. And I always said to myself, I'm gonna be a rapper. Before I even knew how to sing, I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, and I know it.
So you were a rapper before you were a singer?
Of course, always. I just started singing.
That's crazy.
Just happened to be good at it.
That's so crazy, man. That's so crazy. What do you do in your spare time? Like, what do you? I mean, you on the Netflix? You got any shows you're binge watching? You play video games?
For me, I don't know, man. I just like getting money, and I don't say that in like a little rapper way.
Right.
Like I'm really like an entrepreneur, so I'm always focused on my clothing line, directing the next video, things that's gonna bring revenue to me, and I'm all about the art. Like my mind doesn't come off the art at all. Like, it's like, how there's people, they treat it like a job and that's like their hobby. That's not me. Like, I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world, so my mind is always on the art at every single time of the day.
And you do a lot of ghostwriting.
Oh, for everybody.
Tons of writing.
It's ridiculous.
It's
getting crazy.
Is it almost like, do you get more money off of that than you get off your own stuff at this point? Because, like, I'm real good friends with Pooh Bear. I used to live in Vegas, so
I was just with him yesterday.
Pooh Bear's like my bro.
We were just in the studio
that's my dog.
together
He probably
yesterday.
told you happy birthday when he's like,
Yeah, he was like, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
But, like, it's very lucrative to write songs for people. Is that something that has been more lucrative for you at this point in your career?
I mean, it's gotten me a lot of money. I wouldn't say more money than my own music has gotten me because, of course, I do shows and
yeah, of course.
And I only perform my music, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely something I do like doing, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that when you write songs, even when I write with people, because I don't always write the songs myself. Sometimes I write with people and give other people songs.
Studio with some melting pot
yeah,
ideas.
And that's all it is. It's just kind of giving out ideas to people who may have not had that idea.
100%. All right, so the album is do we have a date yet or a title yet? I know we have the song.
We don't have a title yet. We don't have a date yet. we just know that it's coming out this year.
Do you have a folder that you're like, okay, these are
Yeah,
for sure.
No.
This is the maybes.
It's sounding incredible right now. I just wanted to make sure that when it's all put together, I'm gonna name it. I just want to make sure that the music is the number one thing. I don't want to put a name there and then I have to start theming the music off of that name.
I always talk to artists about that, and that's what they say. They're like, if you name something, you always have that in the back of your mind when you're making the music, and if it doesn't fit the name of the album, then
it's like you can't even make
even if it's fire, it's like you got to put it to the side.
Yeah, it's real talk.
Who were your influences as an MC coming out of Canada? I mean, obviously it might be different than a lot of people, but who were you bumping as a kid that really influenced you as a rapper?
For me, as a kid, I bumped a lot of Jay-Z. I listened to Kanye. When my mom died, I started listening to Kanye and stuff like that because he came out around the same time my mom died.
Wow.
And Nas and of course 50 Cent. I liked all the rebels in the game and the people, Eminem. All the people who just lashed out and did it their way.
Currently, I feel like there's a renaissance with R&B music. There's guys like yourself. Bryson Tiller, Kehlani. There's a lot of talented young R&B cats out there. Are any of the have you worked with Kehlani or Bryson Tiller or vibe with them?
I met Kehlani. She's cool people.
Shout out to Kyrie Irving, by the way, for smashing that. I see you, Kyrie.
He said that.
No, that's his girl. No, they're out there.
Nah, I know, but it just sounds it sounds so messy.
My
but
boy
hey,
from Cleveland's in the background right now. Like,
nah, but yeah, I met Kehlani. She's cool people. And Bryson, we text once. But I haven't got a chance to work with them in the studio or nothing.
You say you have a clothing line. What's the name of the clothing line, man? What's the lick?
A Swave Nation is something that we've been working on. So it's actually a joint clothing line because we rep something called One Umbrella. And
I see that on your hand.
Yeah,
tattoo.
Forever Umbrella.
Like a fresh tattoo.
I'm sorry, it's still pilling.
Yeah. So what is the umbrella? Because I see that and I think Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil.
Forever Umbrella is Forever Umbrella means basically one umbrella, and we're just saying forever.
Yeah.
Forever Umbrella is actually when we put out clothes and we put out things like that and stuff that comes off the brand as far as music and whatnot. But One Umbrella is the corporation, where we kind of have everything.
I know you have a relationship with Meek, a real good relationship with Meek.
Yeah.
Lord knows you actually wrote, right? Like the hook and all that?
Yeah.
So
I mean, he wrote his verses. I just wrote the hook.
Of course.
And I produced the beat with Play Picasso.
Now, obviously, people already associate just because they know you're from Toronto. Did that put you in a weird place with the city, knowing that you're in this whole back to back?
Nah, because when I make moves, the city move with me.
Right.
I'm not one of them dudes who they don't lash against me. I'm the dude that kind of give everybody hope. Because in a weird way, when we from the hood, we and not to undermine anything about anybody else. But
you're actually from the hood in Toronto, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing about it is when you're from Toronto, and anybody from anywhere in Toronto can vouch for this.
Right.
When you're from Toronto and you're really in Toronto, you're everywhere every day.
Right.
So doesn't matter where you actually lay your head.
Yeah.
It depends on where you were at and who you was with. You feel me? But not everybody's like that. Now, for me, I look at it from a standpoint of the things that I've gone through, being in Toronto and how I lived in Toronto was completely different than a lot of other things. So it's I kind of am a voice to the people and the kids who feel like we come from broken situations. How can we fix it? And we love, as young kids growing up, we watch Drake. We just want to rap. You feel me? But at the same time, we always have it in the back of our mind, he still came from TV.
Background.
You feel me?
He
always
came
look
from a
at
privileged background. I mean, God bless him.
Well, I don't know how his life was. Everyone has their hardships.
Like you said, the TV and he already.
All I'm saying is, as a Toronto kid, when he came on, we believed that he's a dude from TV. And we was always like, yo, that's amazing that someone from our city, no matter how it happened, is on. You feel me?
Right.
But for me, when I got on, it was like, damn, this is a nigga we saw every single day.
Yeah.
We saw him every day at the malls, in every hood, in different malls in every hood, selling his mixtape. We saw him downtown. We saw him like everywhere. We seen him go and have beef with like this guy and these different crews, and then still come to the party where they were all at. Like we saw that happen. You know, like it's a thing for Toronto kids when they see me. So they look at me like the hope of the city because I come from broken situations. You feel me? So.
How much were you selling your mixtape for? I'm just curious. For $5?
I was selling them for $5. I was selling them for $5. If you was real gullible, I'd have got you for like 10.
Yeah.
I had crazy I was really getting it though, cause like I had the wavy deals, like I was going hard, like I had the 3 for 14 deal. It was really supposed to be 3 for 15.
My name's Bootleg Kev. I used to sell mixtapes at the swap meet. That's how I got my name.
You know what I'm saying?
I would
like,
do 5 for 20.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 5 a piece or 5 for 20.
And if you really had bread, like regardless of the fact, I would have really let it go as long as you had like over $3.
Because you just want people to get the music.
Yeah, because that's really what it was about. But at the same time, I want to make a little profit off of it. So, as long as you had over $3 and you was willing to pay, I had the speech set up and everything.
You had it all down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like a Jehovah's Witness.
I was serious with it, man. I swear I used the same speech on everybody.
Well, hopefully we get the album real soon. Can you tell us who you're working with? I'm sure you're in the lab with a lot of artists. Who have you been working with? And we don't know if it's going to make the album, but who might make the album? Who you got in the for sure folder on the MacBook?
I definitely have artists from the Umbrella on there, from my own crew. And
what are their names? Because I'm not familiar.
We got first you got me, of course. My brothers. I have 3 brothers.
Okay.
Brooks.
Blood brothers.
Blood brothers. Okay. Brooks, Sos Couture, and Yoko Gold. And those 3 are talented in their own kind of ways. It's retarded. As far as with those brothers being said, those is like the 4 different sections. So we basically all have our own compartment in the Umbrella. My section is with this girl, her name's Brittany Taylor, Rocky Diamonds, Nice, Davo and Rory. And Davo and Rory is crazy because they're actually Whaler babies. They dad was the main guitarist in the Wailers. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So when they come out, it's gonna be incredible.
Is their music like on some like reggae dancehall vibe?
Nah. It's like listening to my music, but at the same time with they twist because they got the crazy. They play guitar. They do a lot of different stuff. So I'm real excited about them as well. And that's just my division of the Umbrella. So for me, those are who I'm really focused on, and
you obviously ladies love you. I saw in the Hot 97 interview you talking about how beautiful you were.
I be feeling that way.
Yo, man, we all should feel that way, right?
We definitely all should. Niggas in the room right
here.
What's
the craziest groupie situation you found yourself in, or like the craziest situation with a female fan, or like someone who just found your hotel room, or like something that was extra OD that like.
There was this one time, right? We was all in. We was all in the we had this little like, you ever seen those trucks? It's like, and they have the back door, the back trunk, but the trunk opens up like that.
Yep.
So we had packed stuff in the back of the trunk, and we was leaving one of the shows one day. So boom, we packing the stuff in the trunk, right? Boom, we finished packing. I don't know who closed the door. Someone closed the door. You feel me? And boom, we go into the hotel. We ride into the hotel.
Don't tell
now.
me your chick is in the back.
Chick is in the trunk, B. It was crazy, yo. It's in the trunk.
What the hell?
Yo, just jumped in the truck. Didn't say nothing. Then we get to the hotel. Open the door. She like, "What's up?" On everything. I'm like, "Yo, nah." I was like, "Nah."
If she looks
I was
good.
like, "Nah."
It doesn't matter how she looks.
She
at that
didn't
point.
even look that good.
I'm saying no. Even if
she was just brave.
Even if she had looked good, that takes a certain type of crazy bitch to do that.
It takes
you do not need that female around.
It takes confidence.
I also you're a connoisseur of erotic cinema, as am I. Who's your favorite porn stars, man?
Man, favorite porn stars.
AVNs are going on in Vegas.
I don't know,
right
because this is the thing. Like, when you watch porno,
you just hop on the
Nah, like every month it switches.
It does.
Like, yo, I'm for right now. You know what I'm saying?
I like Skin Diamond. I don't know if you know who Skin Diamond
like
is.
Skin Diamond too.
Skin Diamond's a dirty bitch.
She's really crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Birthday.
What's going on right now?
Happy birthday. My tour manager's birthday today. Right while I'm on the radio.
Live during the interview.
Live during the interview. And you got him Magnum condoms. Nah. Time out.
We got some Old Space. Listen to me, Old Spice.
Nah, wait, time out. Live during my interview, they came and brought Philip some cake. It's his birthday. Brought him Magnum condoms for his birthday. During the interview.
Yo, she got you. She got you the
Energy.
sex juice shit.
A little Advil PM.
Man, they love you, man. Damn, they love you, man.
You're hot in these streets, bro.
I love you.
Sour Patch.
They love you.
Oh, and Snickers.
Aw, and the Snickers.
Which says princess. I don't know what that means. Why that?
Better go whisper something, boy.
What is it?
Oh, that was hella funny. I grabbed that one too. I didn't see that.
Blow the candle.
You know, it's all
They those
fun.
ones that don't stop going out.
We don't want you to blow them candles out, bro.
What's the matter? Blow those out.
What's the matter?
Why can't you blow those out?
She's the most hottest. She's the most bait with it. Why can't you blow them
are
out?
spending way too much time on the road. What's with all that hot air? Can't do it. Actually, I have no idea.
No, they don't. They do that to kids at the birthday party so they can feel like they really can't get them out. You know, keep blowing on the
He's
cake.
like, how do they really get?
Meanwhile, you're spitting on everything.
Meanwhile, nobody else is gonna eat those donuts now because you've been spitting all over them shits.
See, I got them first. I was thinking smart.
All right, well, look, we should wrap up this interview.
Yeah, right?
Yo, shout out to Tory Lanez. He likes Skin Diamond. Give me one more porn star name, though.
Okay, I like Christy Mack.
Christy Mack. Yeah. So you like the
I think
tatted, like, dirty
tattoos.
white chick.
Actually, no, I'm talking. I'm lying.
Do you know Bonnie Rotten?
No, I wouldn't. That's just her last name is too.
Yeah, she's
much for
like
me.
Christy Mack, but not as
No,
pretty.
I like
she
Sheena
does a lot
Shaw.
of dirtier stuff, though.
Nah, that's who I'm feeling this month. Sheena Shaw.
Sheena Shaw. See, I'm going to have to write that down because I don't know
Sure
who
we
she is. Well, yo, this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to get into the Say It. Hopefully, we'll get an album from you real soon. If not, there's plenty of free
There's
music.
no if not.
No, but I'm saying there is plenty of free music on the internet. I mean,
And there's a lot more on the way as well.
if somebody has only heard Say It, what project do you want them to go back and grab from you?
Go listen to Lost Cause.
Lost Cause, go get it. And right now, I'm going to let you introduce your single, my G.
Yo, this is the most greatest and the most hated Tory Lanez, and right now I am on Wild 94.1, and this is my hit record, Say It.
Let's do it, baby.
Jer.